In 1986, Galoob introduced the world to micro machines. Tiny toy cars and other vehicles that quickly became one of the most popular toys of the time, with hundreds of different types of vehicles produced from 1986 to 2016. Micro Machines also produced playsets and licensed popular movies such as Aliens and Star Wars. In 1994, Micro Machines began producing Star Wars figure busts that were also playsets. And today, we'll be taking a look at the C-3PO Cantina Transforming Action Set, here on KREED'S Collection. Hey, welcome back to another episode of KREED'S Collection. Today we're taking a look at the C-3PO Cantina Transforming Action Set from the 1996 Micro Machines toy line by Galoob. And as you can see, I have the box here, so let's get right into it. So right here on the front, it says Micro Machines Space Line, C-3PO Cantina, and then a little picture there of the set both closed and open. Right up here in this little window is where the figures used to be, but of course I did remove them. And now we'll go ahead and take a look at the back, where it shows a couple of the other sets, R2-D2 and Darth Vader. And then here it shows all the different features and figures that come with it, as well as a few other ships that you can buy separately here to add to your Millennium Falcon that is included. And that's pretty much it for the box. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it. I did want to show it, but I mostly just want to dive into the toy, which is a beautiful bust of everyone's favorite fussy and prissy protocol droid, C-3PO. One half of the iconic droid duo that tags along with our heroes a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And along with his faithful friend R2-D2, they are the only two characters to show up in every single numbered Star Wars film. And now that we know a little bit more about C-3PO, let's go ahead and take a closer look. At first glance, I could understand if you were fooled into thinking that this was just a mini Star Wars bust, as it is a very accurate representation of C-3PO's face. I really like when you tilt it back like this, the eyes appear to light up, just like they do in the film. Now, as we know, hidden inside is the Cantina playset. So right here on his mouth is the latch. You want to take it, push it up, flip it around like so, and open it up. That reveals the Cantina and Docking Bay 94. So you can see here we have the bar, as well as Han Solo, Greedo, and the other characters that are included. As well as right here, there are steps that go out towards the docking bay. And on the other side here are the front doors that you can actually make the stormtroopers burst through. But we'll come back to that in a second. As we get a little closer, you can see Han and Greedo reenacting their famous duel in the Cantina. And the table is actually a hidden button, allowing Han to blast Greedo. Ooh, let's see that again in super slow motion. Wow, it's almost like an ejector seat. While we're close up here, I also want to mention how much I like the sticker showing all the different aliens watching Han and Greedo. Really gives it a cool feel. Now on the other side of the bar, you can see the Cantina band back here behind the bartender, as well as Ponda Baba, aka Walrus Man, and Dr. Evazan to the left. There they are just behind Greedo, and of course the seated characters can sit in any of the bar seats. Next we're going to look at the front doors here that have the Stormtrooper action. So down here at the base of the neck there's a switch. You can push in to open the doors and pull it back to close them. And when you see it from the front, it makes it look like two stormtroopers come in the Cantina to check things out. I did it nice and slow there, but you can do it pretty violently if you want to. Hey, did you just hear something? What? No. Before we move on to the docking bay side of the playset, I wanted to show the figurines up close. You get Han Solo, Greedo, Duros, Gotal, Shadrafan, and of course, the two stormtroopers. Alright, now it's time to take a look at the docking bay side of the playset, which of course has the Millennium Falcon in addition to some equipment laying on the ground for refueling, I assume. And you can remove the Millennium Falcon from the small peg here and play with it separately. And here's a closer look at it. Man, I think this looks really good. Radar dish looks nice. The colors are vibrant. My only complaint is a bit too much gray there on the side. But boy, the top and the bottom here, so nice for such a small toy. Other than the gray on the side being a bit too much, the only other complaint I have is that the engines are not painted blue. but that's okay. I guess it's because it's supposed to be docked. But that's a minor complaint for such a cool little toy that is super fun to play with. With the Falcon out of the way, you can see that the stickers in here are of a bunch of stormtroopers trying to storm the docking bay, which is pretty awesome. They're coming in on all sides, trying to stop the Falcon from escaping with the plans to the Death Star. And when you're done flying the Falcon, you can always put it right back in the docking bay for safe storage. And now for the copyright info. Here on the back of C-3PO's head, you can see 1994 Louis Galoob Toys, LUCASFILM Limited, and here's the copyright information on the box as well. And now for our He-Man size comparison. He-Man is literally a giant compared to the Micro Machines figurines. However, the C-3PO head is big enough that it could be like a golden idol, maybe something like the mysterious Easter Island heads. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my toy retrospective for the C-3PO Cantina Transforming Action Set from the 1994 toy line Micro Machines by Galoob. I bought this set on a whim back in 1994, and I'm glad I did because it's actually really cool. And I have a few of these, so expect to see more in the future. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. I love reading and responding to them. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help my channel grow. I do a retrospective on a toy from my vintage collection every Wednesday. So hope to see you next week and every week after, here on KREED'S Collection.